made for kids.
Maybe it should be.
Pressing buttons, not made for kids.
All right, I did it.
Such hard work.
Another day, another dollar.
So you started watching I Think You Should Leave, you said?
You have to start rewatching it. I think I just got through like the first episode, but it's such a good example. Like the baby of the year skit when I first watched it, I'm like, this is stupid. And then like I've watched it maybe like 3 times now or 4, and then I was like in tears when I was watching it yesterday, or was it 2 days ago or whatever?
Yeah, they gave oral.
The in memoriam section is like something about her being pancaked by 2 drunk drivers or something, or something like She's like, you don't have to explain how they died.
Yeah. Well, no, isn't one of them like he goes like, oh, some of them are natural
slashed.
Yeah, some of them are natural causes or something like that. Or what was that he said? I forget what he said.
What I think initially it's like natural causes, and then they get into like very specific ones, and then the person comments like, you don't have to like say how they died.
Well, now Ollie will get all the references. Ollie, if you're listening, good job on watching I Think You Should Leave. It's burrowing into your brain until you have to rewatch it again to get it to, so they stick. All right. See them right there?
Thanks, Layla. You all right, Layla?
Tell her.
I got a head nod, so we're good.
Okay, I was gonna say, tell her the podcast audience is concerned. There's nobody.
Our live audience is concerned about your well-being. We don't need to get into numbers.
Yeah, just the audience. It's an audience. Audience of 1, audience of 1 million. Anyway. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, guys, we're going to podcast. Thanks for joining us, whoever is on here. We're about to start the episode. Fun episode. We're excited. We're hyped. All right, energy level up. Let's go. Hopefully my
I'm good.
My radiator doesn't go ham like it did last weekend.
Oh my god, dude! It's happened so many times, and every time it's jarring. I'm like, what is that?
It is a little bit later, so it was doing it earlier. I think it's done for now.
It's nice. It's like beautiful outside today.
Yeah.
Why it's not going to turn on, right?
It was chilly in the morning. All right, let's start. All right, we are
chili in the morning. Sounds like a healthy breakfast.
I haven't had chili in a while. I need to eat some chili. You know, it's a seasonal thing, obviously, but I don't care. I'll eat chili at any time.
It's not seasonal for me.
Yeah, you can't hold chili to a season, just like you can't hold habichuela con dulce, which is sweet beans. They're mostly done during Easter time, or whatever, religious reasons. I don't know. But I'm like, I would have these sweet beans at any time.
Maybe you shouldn't say that again out loud.
Sweet beans? Well, that's because you never had them.
I'll have these sweet beans again anytime.
Yeah. You know what? When I get some sweet beans for Easter, I'll share some, and you'll be like,
just stop saying sweet beans.
Man, don't be weirded out by it, man. You're making it weird. Okay.
I'm good, dude. I'm good. Plums, sweet beans. I mean, it's just
sweet beans, man. It's a delicacy. It's a Easter delicacy in the Spanish community mostly.
Okay.
All right. For those that didn't know. All right. Let's start recording in 5, 4, 3. Well, actually, we're already recording. All right, let's start the episode in 5.
You don't need to count down. You can just.
I like counting down. Don't mess up the countdown. It kind of gets me It gets me going. There's a routine. We got to follow the routine. All right, 5, 4, 3. Hello, and welcome to Pressing Buttons. I'm Hugo.
I'm Nick.
Another great week, another great episode coming at you. Episode 96 of Pressing Buttons. Exciting week. Quick little announcement. Thanks, everybody. We've had some new followers that have joined the Discord. We appreciate that. We're getting some traction somewhere. So people are joining the Discord. And we're getting some more comments on YouTube. So appreciate everybody participating in social media or our channels. We always appreciate it. We like growing the community. So shout outs to everybody who has joined, and spread the word. Pressing Buttons, good podcasts mostly. Have people join us. Go to pressingbuttons.gg, get the links, join the Discord, follow the YouTube, all that good stuff. And then, that's all I got. And I don't think Nick has anything else either. So we're just going to jump straight into some video game news. And the first one that we got to talk about, we've been excited the last couple times with some video game announcements, obviously, like Final Fantasy stuff, Dragon's Dogma stuff. But this one, because of the title, which is Elden Ring. For those of you guys who have been following the podcast for so long, when we started 2 years ago, we started right around before Elden Ring got released. So we would not shut up about it. I think it was an Elden Ring podcast for the first 3 months of 3 or 4 months of 2022. So pretty fun stuff. From Software announced the Elden Ring Shadow of Erdtree DLC. We had been known for a while that this was coming. We were just waiting in anticipation, but From Software is one of those studios that definitely likes to wait a bit, make sure everything's cooked right before release. They also said that they sold 23 million copies of Elden Ring, so that's pretty good. I believe it's their highest selling title.
That's like 23 million more than Suicide Squad.
All right, man. There's no need for that. Also, you don't know that because
we don't know that.
Yeah. Well, all right, we'll get the numbers later.
Okay.
This is why we need like an offhand producer to fact check your insults.
No, I just love saying shit, and no one knows.
People know. The DLC will be released June 21st. It will be priced at $40. You're basically going to be searching for Michaela, Millennia's twin brother. Elden Ring or just any Dark Souls, Bloodborne lore is very complicated. I still don't know what's going on, kind of thing.
I was going to say, I never got over this, just all the names and how
it was
unbelievably
all
confusing
stuff,
they are.
Right? Yeah.
It's all like M's. I think there's a couple of other principles to the naming. And if you were to just have 5, somewhere between 5 and 10, just character profiles or just images of characters, I would have no idea
Who's who.
Who's who.
Well, I know Millennia. That's the only one because obviously memorable. Mog too. So obviously with the Elden Ring lore, any sort of From Software title, they have so much lore, especially with them working with George R.R. Martin on this one. They did say that he kind of didn't have any input on the DLC, on the new Shadow of Erdtree DLC, but the input that he did have for Elden Ring itself is kind of being used here, so basically it's just extra stuff. But definitely we'll put the trailer in the show notes so you guys can check it out. But not much to kind of decipher. It's more Elden Ring, which we loved. Obviously, Game of the Year when it got released. Great game overall. Definitely brought a lot more people into the genre, the Soulsborne genre, with how massive it was, an open world, and just word of mouth. Because honestly, it's not an easy game to get into, but the fact that 23 million copies were sold goes to show you how well it was done, and also how much people liked it. The trailer looks awesome. The areas look awesome. It looks like if you're familiar with the game, the DLC map is going to be as large as Limgrave, which was a big area. The whole game itself was huge, with a lot of crazy areas, crazy monsters, a lot of enemies look amazing. Definitely, like that's one of my favorite things about the studio is their enemy models. Like so many unique, weird looking or just badass looking enemies. What are your thoughts on Elden Ring Shadow of Erdtree DLC?
I've been waiting for it. The good news is we've had so many good games over the last 1 to 2 years that like I don't know. I'm trying to think like earlier in the year we were like, what's going on for the rest of the year? And we had a pretty good idea about Q1. We had a few titles that we knew about in Q2, but I feel like this basically just checks the box for Q2 for me. I think the other big titles maybe Stellar Blade.
Yeah,
And maybe like one. It's in April.
but that was more, it being a new franchise kind of thing. It's a different outlook.
Yeah. So this and Final Fantasy 14, the expansion.
Forgot about that.
Like so pretty quickly, like the first half of the year is incredibly. At the Q1 we always knew was going to be strong, but Q2 is now looking solid to me. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's too much more to say. Like it's a fantastic From Software trailer. No idea what's going on, but I love what I see. I have to watch the VaatiVidya like lore trailer, which is like 40 minutes long. I'm like halfway through it. You know who that is, right? He's the YouTuber who does like all like the lore breakdowns From Software. Yeah. So I'm too stupid to, basically figure out anything that's going on in these games, and I need to watch his content to like actually like figure out what's going on. So I watched like the first 20 minutes of his 40-minute breakdown of this. I think it's like a 3-minute trailer. So there's a lot, a lot to unpack, and I'm thankful that other people can do it for me. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's it. I'm ready.
That always surprises me, like how these YouTubers know all this lore shit, and I'm over here like, all right, you just
and he got that out. He got that out in like 2 days.
Yeah, way better production than us.
We can't even get a podcast out
on time
ever. Yeah. And then I think, I mean, I think this will be the first time I've experienced a From Software expansion or DLC as it was released.
Yeah, right off the bat.
Which would be cool for me because I think I was actually like a pretty late. It really wasn't until quarantine happened when I went like deep into all the From Software games. Save for like maybe Demon's Souls, like a really long time ago. So by the time I played those games, like all the DLCs for those titles had already been out for a while, and I just kind of like played the game, fully completed. So I think this will be interesting to, for me just to kind of go through that. Like what is a FromSoft DLC experience? And I think they have some specific mechanics that they've introduced to try to make that a little bit more compelling for people who've played like 1,000 hours in Elden Ring, are probably like so overpowered that they can go into this DLC and still have, they're not just like plowing through everything. So I think they introduced, I think it's like Sekiro's, some version of like the Sekiro. Yeah. No, not the parry system. The like the leveling system.
Gotcha.
Well, like, I don't know like all the specifics, but it's kind of like it's not like resetting, but it's like kind of resetting your power level just in the DLC world, which I think makes a ton of sense. So, because my character is like, so like I played the shit out of this game, so my character is like basically one shots everything. So then it's like, how do you make the DLC engaging with people who have been playing this game so much?
You become Michaela and Millennia yourself. One other very interesting thing is the price tag. So obviously, I don't know. I mean, you and I probably did the same thing. We didn't bat an eye when they were like, "Oh, $40 for this."
How much did you pay for Suicide Squad?
$100.
I'm just gonna.
And I do not regret it.
Nobody forgets.
I do not regret it. But you know, with the cost of DLC these days and the amount of content that we get treated with DLC, it's always a bit of like, all right, should we complain about the price if the value's not there? And I don't think anybody complained at all about them saying $40 for this. And you know, the reason is because it's From Software. You know, whatever DLC they are releasing, we have enough faith in it where it'll be some juicy content, a lot of content, and you get your money's worth. Obviously, with Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, Bloodborne. I forget the name of the Bloodborne DLC, but the Bloodborne DLC as well. Like, it's what you expect. So I think that was very interesting. That it was like, oh, $40, and everybody was like, yeah, I'm not worried about it. What do you think of that? Did you have any thoughts on that?
No, I think they probably. Yeah, no, I think $40 feels right. Like they probably can't charge like another full price title, but I think for some people they would pay for it just because people are fanatical, like probably including us.
Oh yeah,
just absolutely fanatical about the game.
I mean,
but they must
$100 on Suicide Squad. Yeah, I guess I'll pay $70 again for Elden Ring DLC.
But I think my only reservation, like I just don't know how many. Have they announced how many DLCs they're doing?
I think they're just gonna do this one.
Just this one. If it's just one,
they did the same thing for Bloodborne. So I feel like because it'll be expansive enough where it'll hold over until whatever their next release is why I think they just did one.
Okay. So if it's just one and it's pretty meaty and people feel good that there's like a lot of content, like I think they probably could have charged more. Not that I'm upset that they aren't charging more, but so I feel really good about the value proposition of it being $40, and there's probably going to be plenty of stuff to do, and it's not going to be like $40 3 times. I think that was like my question. Like if they had roadmapped multiple expansions and each of them were going to be $40, then I would have more problem with it. But
you still would have paid
if it's one and done, maybe.
No, I think you definitely still would have paid. But that's it's a strategy. Like I said, I think they're just like, all right, well, that's why it took 2 years, because we wanted to make sure it's right. We wanted to make sure it was a hefty DLC, and then release it, and then the next thing you got to look forward from us is whatever next game we're working on. So,
Elden Ring 2.
No. Probably Dark Souls. So? No, I think they're gonna move on. Maybe do something, especially because the director is kind of looking to kind of hand the reins off, have somebody else direct it. So maybe some a new franchise, some along the lines of Sekiro, which obviously Soulsborne, but something new kind of thing. Or bring me Dark Souls again. I would be okay with whatever. I'm first in line. You're first in line. You're right next to me. We'll buy it anyways. They are also bringing back a Poison Swamp, which everybody loves.
Oh, I love Poison Swamps, dude. I love it.
I
hate it. I of course hated him, but then when I realized like that's like his MO is just to like intentionally troll the shit out of people with like the most insane, awful level.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, I actually like this.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite parts of Demon Souls now. It's just like it's great.
If you survive it, then you're a true fan. But yeah, we're excited to see more of this. We'll definitely any news, if we get more information on it, obviously we'll talk about it more. It's definitely one of our favorite all-time games. I think we had it on our list when we talked about it, just overall with how complete it was. All right, and then the next thing we want to talk about is a couple fighting game stuff. First off, we'll start with Capcom Cup 10. The tournament was held over the past, I would say, 2 weeks. They were doing like some qualifiers for people who entered to be able to get into the losers bracket. Then they also had the top 16 from the group winners from the regions and stuff like that, and group play and all that stuff. As you know, especially since we've been to Evo and we both bought Street Fighters. We're not the greatest fighting game people, but Street Fighter 6 is such an enjoyable game and easy to pick up and just a fun game overall. We've been following it for a long time, ever since we went to Evo. Uma, who is from Taiwan, won the $1 million prize, so congrats to him. He's not an unknown. Obviously, he won his region and he was there. He's been good or whatever, but sometimes it takes these type of events for the spotlight to kind of shine on these lesser known players. Not a lot of the top players were in the top 16. A lot of them got eliminated. I know the group stage was very brutal with the seeding kind of thing. A lot of strong players were put in the same group, so basically fighting each other out and eliminating the top. The loser was Chris Wong, who is a big player that everybody knows. I think overall the event itself was successful, especially it being the first time that they do the $1 million prize, which they'll do again for next year. I think people just had problems with the organization of the end of it. One being that they did like an immediate interview with the loser, which is kind of like, it's weird. I know it's,
you can never interview the loser, dude.
Well, you know what it is? I get it a little bit because I've watched, obviously watching a lot of sports and stuff like that. Whether it's baseball, football, basketball, whatever. After a certain amount of time, the winners celebrate. Then they do like a interview for the losers coach. So I can understand that aspect of it. You kind of want to get the rawness of it and the feelings out there, and it might make it for good content, but because everything was kind of rushed where it was like right away, like that just feels kind of weird. And especially with the gaming community, the FGC community, there's certain things that like they still got to work on to kind of make it make it work, because this
I think there's no media training or anything like that for a lot of these players, so I feel like that's no one's winning by immediately going to one of these like top FGC guys who just didn't win $1 million.
Yeah, you would not be surprised if it went insane.
So,
but I think if obviously with the FGC getting as big as it is getting, and getting more widely known, obviously Mortal Kombat selling so well, Tekken 8 releasing and selling so well, and Street Fighter 6 selling so well as well, and the hype and fanness of it, I think it's time for the community to kind of grow and get better at doing these things, especially if they want to keep that growth and be more mainstream. So I think those were the couple things. The winner highlight too at the end, I felt was kind of rushed. But overall, great tournament. I think it definitely brings a spotlight and it makes people look more forward to the next event. The next one would be, the next big event would be Evo Japan in April. Then you have Evo in Vegas in August and stuff like that. And then the next Capcom Cup. So super excited for that. And also just more eyes on new players. Get more favorites and get the game more well known. I'm excited to try Ed, who's one of the new character, the next character that's going to be released, I believe, tomorrow. He's getting released, and there's also going to be a balance update. So I'm excited to get into all things of that and kind of see what the community thinks, because I mean I haven't played Street Fighter in a bit, but like I want to play Street Fighter, and I know you do too.
You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, I know. We want to get back into.
I just want to play video games.
Yeah, well, we need to get back into it.
Could be any.
We need to train up so when we enter a tournament. Your thoughts on Capcom Cup 10?
I couldn't finish it because it started too late.
That was the other thing.
It was a tough time zone situation for those in Europe and the East Coast.
Yeah, you had top 16 losers, then top 16 winners, and it's just a lot. It's a lot.
So I think I got through like a third of like top 8, or no, I think it was top 16. Like it was, I don't know. It was like, so I only got like maybe like halfway through the last many hours of the tournament. So yeah, I was just like, I just kind of gave up, and a lot of my favorite players weren't in it anymore. So I was just kind of like, is it really worth staying up to watch this? And I didn't. So I just woke up, and in my Google News feed it was like the top thing, like Uma wins.
And you saw that Luke got beat by a jury, and you were like, yes, fuck Luke.
Yeah, exactly. So there's that. So you're never gonna win with so it's not like a criticism of the tournament. It was just kind of unfortunate that like the timing of it didn't work well for me. But that's the challenge of a global tournament.
Well, you could also say
you can't appease everyone.
You could also say, speaking from experience, of us hosting a Destiny PvP tournament that was supposed to be like 2 hours that turned into 6 hours or something.
That was specifically you being an idiot.
Yeah, but it was funny. And it was funny because it was actually...
Now I can appreciate that it was funny, but in the moment I was genuinely furious.
You know,
and it's all captured on...
Yeah, it's on our
YouTube channel, yeah.
The funny thing is, like, this... It's
Wasn't I doing something? Oh, it was It was Capcom Cup. I was like, hey... Watch Capcom Cup, and you're like, hey, let's do this fucking 2-hour Destiny tournament. I'm like, okay, fine. And then it was like literally the entire length of Capcom Cup.
Yeah, good times.
You piece of shit.
Good times.
So that was kind of unfortunate. I think, yeah, like none of my like favorite players or people who I really enjoy watching weren't in it. And I think that was just like maybe equal parts like bad luck with the drawing of things, like of just like where people got placed in the brackets, and then also I don't know. I think there's this like there's a lot of new young blood out there, or people who maybe not necessarily young, but they're just people are getting into Street Fighter. I think the prize pool certainly was a contributor to that. So that's one thing I want to talk about was the fact that they're doing another $1 million prize pool. I thought was actually pretty surprising. I thought that might have been more of like a one and done, like just try to get people, it's basically like a marketing tool of like just get people into the game. Obviously like casual people probably don't care, but like if you get like competitive people into it, then they potentially like bring their audience along with that, and that's where you get like more casual people as well. So yeah, I mean, I think the fact that they're doing it again either means that this game makes a lot of money and $1 million. Well, I guess it's actually like $2 million, right, in the total prize pool, and then
for
just
$1
million
for the other winners, like
something like
300K, 100K.
Yeah, I always thought like these games make a lot of money. Like I always thought the prize pools for, and I know like fighting games aren't as big as like League of Legends or whatever, but even so, I always felt that there was a lot more room to increase the prize pool. So this actually feels appropriate without knowing like all the actual information, but something like that I think makes sense. And I think the fact that they're doing it again is a good thing. But I'm still a little surprised because I would have expected them to kind of cheap out and just be like, it's $1 million, and then
it's $1 million.
It goes away
for everybody. So the real winner's only getting like 200,000 or something. Like that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Like I thought they would have decreased the entire prize pool, but that's cool. Yeah, that's a good thing.
It's gonna be an interesting year too, because this will be the first full year where you have Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, and Mortal Kombat 1 fully released. So we can see if the other developers kind of follow suit. The other studios kind of follow suit with these type of tournaments. But definitely the FGC community is on the up and up.
Yeah, I feel like I could be wrong, but I know NL he was always like a Tekken guy, and maybe he like dabbled in Street Fighter as well. But now he was like, I don't know exactly where he placed, but
he was up there, like
He's up there. He's placing in Capcom Cup, and that must be the prize pool, right? Because the money is so much more in this game than it is in Tekken.
Yeah, yeah. So definitely the fan base is there, the promotion's there. So I think we'll definitely see a higher stake, especially with the rise of esports again, where it's not just like you said, where it's not just League kind of being the face of it. The other fighting game thing, speaking of League, is League of Legends. So the game formerly known as Project L has finally found its real name, and so I'm gonna say it a couple ways because I actually haven't seen the video of them saying the name, so I don't know which way it is. It's either gonna be 2XKO, it's gonna be 2KO with the X silent like they do in Japan, or 2 times KO. So I don't know which one it is. Which one sounds better for you out of all those? Which one do you like more? I think I like 2 times KO.
I think it's 2XKO.
Well, it's just weird to say 2XKO. But anyways, the final name is 2XKO, spelled like that. It's launching in 2025. They are super excited. They just kind of did a video showcasing the characters that they've revealed so far, and saying that they will be moving forward. They'll be many more fighting game community events to showcase the game. You can sign up for the play test if you want, so you can try to get into it. And definitely, it's really hyped because obviously Riot, being as popular as they are, being in the League of Legends scene, the esports world, and how big League of Legends is, and them trying to expand the League of Legends worlds into other media. We know they're doing an MMO game. There's various different types of genres of games that they've already made. And then with their announcement last year that they were doing a fighting game, definitely pushes it. I think this is definitely beneficial for the community, for the FGC community, just because it gives them more attention. It gives something different. The game itself is a 2v2 fighter. So you could basically just have 2-player versus 2-player, which is, I don't think it's, off the top of my head, I can't think of any game that is like this kind of, that's being done. Very interesting concept of a game. The game looks good. The character models.
Mortal Kombat, kind of?
Yeah, but I'm saying like, where you can control 2 different players?
Yeah.
Kind of
yeah,
thing?
it's usually 3v3.
No, but I'm saying like...
Or you mean like 2 humans?
4 people, yeah. Like,
4
people total kind of thing. So that's going to be interesting. I'm pretty sure some friendships will end. Knowing how toxic regular League of Legends is, I can't imagine how toxic this is going to be, but...
When you watch these trailers, are you... So, because you're an actual League of Legends fan,
yeah,
and I am not.
Yeah.
So like I'm just a person who likes fighting games, and I see the game like, oh, that looks. Don't really know who these characters are, but it looks amazing.
Yeah.
But from your perspective, like, do you have that added appreciation of, like, so all these characters, right?
Yeah. It's there's no new characters. No characters that aren't in the regular League of Legends MOBA. They're all established, and obviously with them trying to, be doing the Arcane TV show, they're kind of trying to simplify the lore and kind of make it more understandable for everybody and kind of clear up any kind of loose threads. So I'm excited to see these characters in this, and excited to see how they're incorporated into a fighting game franchise, because that's the other thing too. It's not going to be everybody. Obviously, they're not going to put 150 or whatever it is League of Legends characters. And also, it's not like some like Guilty Gear where, they're going to have like their biggest characters that take up a whole screen kind of thing. It looks like they're going for a certain more human, the humanoids. We haven't seen anything that's like a monster or whatever, or not a humanoid that they have from League of Legends. So, yeah, I'm just excited overall to see it. I probably won't play it because I suck at it. I suck at fighting games. Street Fighter, I'm good with just sticking with Street Fighter 6, but it's definitely something, if done right, where I feel like I'll be watching it a lot. And they're pushing it a lot. I think they realize the potential of it and how much money it could make them and how popular it could be, because they already have that on the League of Legends MOBA side. So obviously want to push it into the fighting game community side. So, yeah, your thoughts on this, on their money push, the game? I know you saw the brief trailer, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think the game looks great. I'm just more, which maybe you won't find surprising, but the business model of the game, where I think this is like the first. It's got to be the biggest budget fighting game that's going to be free to play.
Yeah, that's an interesting concept.
So, and to me, I just wonder if there's like a business model mismatch with free to play and fighting games. So that's what I want to see.
I
think they might be overgeneralizing what works with League of Legends to a fighting game.
No, I think there is, but it's more of the studio that's doing it and the game that's doing it, because obviously League of Legends is free to play, so they already kind of know how it works for the model, and they still make crazy money on all their passes and stuff like that. So obviously it's gonna be some sort of pass to get skins, to get banners, to get all that stuff, and the free model works. I've gotten a lot of free stuff off of the regular League of Legends skins.
For League of Legends.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like
does it work for a fighting game?
Well, that's what we'll see. Because
that's my question.
Because what was it? Multiverses didn't work for that, but that was kind of in beta.
Yeah, that's Warner Brothers. They don't know. They don't know what's going on with live service games.
Then you have Brawlhalla, which is a smaller scale. This is definitely the biggest, most budgeted, like you said.
So I have a distinction between Brawlhalla, which is more of like a party. That's more of like a party fighting game. So is Multiverses. Versus like what I would call like a core fighting game, which is what 2XKO and Street Fighter and those games. So, and then again, not that I just don't know. Like I'm more curious about whether that actually is successful. Because I'll definitely try the game, but I'm just like not really dialed into the League of Legends universe. So I'm sure just like you, I'll probably just my fighting game itch will be scratched with Street Fighter.
If it's free, why not?
Yeah, I mean I'll try it, but I just wonder like long term whether that model can actually work for a fighting game. Because most fighting games are effectively live service games. They just charge. They just bundle all the content and they charge a lot of money for it.
Well, as long as they don't charge like $100 for character costumes like Capcom did, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah. So
very interesting stuff. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. Any more information that's coming out, we'll keep an eye on it. And any more Capcom stuff, Capcom Cup, Street Fighter news as well. I'm excited to try Ed whenever he releases, and then now we just gotta wait for Akuma.
I could see you being an Ed main.
Yeah, he looks fun. He looks fun. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably suck with him, but he looks fun to try. Especially the feedback.
What happens if they? What if they do Hugo?
I don't think they'll do Hugo because he's big. I don't think they're going for that aesthetic, like a Hugo Birdie aesthetic. I don't think like they're going for those type of characters.
What do you mean?
Like
Marissa Zangief?
Yeah, but those are like regular characters. I don't know. I feel like Hugo's crazy and Birdie's is also crazy and weird. I don't know if you get what I mean. Like in terms of the style that they're going for, I don't feel like these type of characters would fit in this world of Street Fighter.
Maybe.
Of like the graffiti part of it or whatever. Like the coolness of it.
I mean, it's not like I think you were thinking about Abigail. Abigail was like
with the cheetah print and the curly hair.
Yeah, he's like tall, but he's not like Abigail. Abigail was like the fucking like absolutely enormous like huge character with like the like threw like tires and was super annoying.
Yeah, I mean the biggest characters are now.
Birdie is just very fat, so I don't know.
It's the fatness Sorry, we're not fat shaming, but just the model itself and like the way he walks, it's just weird. I think they're going for a coolness level where it's like these characters do not exude cool.
Blanco?
Well, he looks more human. They I think that's one of my favorite things of this one, that they've, like, it's Street Fighter, but it could be something else with the characters. It's totally new characters. Case in point, Ed wasn't really well liked in 5. And now, you know, with the trailer and the way he looks and the moves and stuff like that, I feel like he's gotten a really good reception, which makes me excited for Akuma.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody loves Akuma, but to see Akuma in this style and what he does, so can't wait to see that. But yeah, little side Street Fighter stuff. All right, next thing we want to talk about is the Nintendo Direct. Nick's favorite sections every time we do these. Honestly, we're gonna talk about it, but it's
more like Nintendo neglect.
Nintendo don't do this. It was basically a partner showcase. Nothing major to announce. They do have a Pokemon showcase tomorrow, so that should be interesting because there's really nothing Pokemon related that's coming out in the future that they have. So
they're just trying to react to Pal World.
Yeah,
be like, hey guys, we're still the.
Listen, if the Pokemon...
we still have pocket monsters.
If they get the guns, imagine they announce them with guns tomorrow, and we go break the internet.
Yeah.
But they did a partner showcase.
No, didn't we make this joke before? It's like, hey guys, it's Pal World, but with no gun.
So maybe they make that joke. That would also break the internet. It's like, oh, Nintendo's being funny.
Yeah.
So they did a partner direct, which is basically them showing off indies and other games that their partners are making. Pretty fun stuff. We'll just go down through a list real quick, and you know, I'll say a couple that I feel like I was interested in, look good to me, and you can say maybe the one that was interesting to you. Obviously the first one, the first couple ones were Grounded and Pentiment, coming to Nintendo Switch. We talked about this last week with the Xbox partnership. So
whoa,
whoever's been waiting for that. I don't know why.
I've never been able to play these games before.
Well, first of all, I don't know why you're reacting like that. You played Grounded. I don't know if you. I think you guys enjoyed it for like 5-10 minutes.
The game sucked, dude.
Don't tell that to the Nintendo people. They're excited for it. You had Ender Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist, coming summer 2024. That looked pretty interesting. A Ranger, that's coming 2024. That's a puzzler. Unicorn Overload, which is the new game from Vanillaware. Always super excited for that. That looks amazing. Monster Hunter Stories, releasing in summer 2024. Disney Epic Mickey Rebrush, releasing in 2024. Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, releasing June 21st. Remastered.
More importantly, coming to other platforms.
Why? We don't gotta steal Nintendo's thunder.
So I bought the deluxe edition of Shin Megami Tensei 5 on Nintendo Switch. I played it for 30 seconds. I played it for literally 30 seconds, and I'm like, I cannot play this game.
So you're
because the performance is so bad.
So you're gonna buy it on something else?
I'm gonna buy it on PC. Yeah.
All right. So then, I just want to say earlier you were shitting on me because I spent $100 on Suicide Squad. Is this like the same? Would you say it's the same? I feel like it's the same.
It's not the same.
It's the same. It's the same.
It's not the same.
Because now you're.
It's still stupid. I mean, they're both equally stupid, but for different reasons.
All right, stupid. I'll take that.
As long as you admit that you're stupid, that's all I care about.
You're as stupid as I am. Yes. Then you have Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection that's releasing March 14th. Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream releasing in 2024. Gundam Breaker 4 releasing 2024. Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble releasing June 25th. Shout out to Ali. I'm pretty sure he'll be super excited about that. World of Goo 2 releasing May 23rd. Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time, releasing October 10th. Another Crab's Treasure releasing April 25th. As you can tell, the further down it gets, the wackier the names are and stuff. Penny's Big Breakaway out today. Suika Game multiplayer mode expansion, which is like this fruit game where you gotta match the fruits that turn into bigger fruits, and then it's like Tetris but with fruits. Pepper Grinder March 28th. Pocket Card Jockey out on Switch today. Contra Operation Galuga, March 12th. Very interesting. I was a big Contra guy when I was, early Contra guy. There's some rare games coming to the Switch, like Battletoads, Killer Instinct, and others. Endless Ocean Luminous, May 2nd. Demon Slayer game coming out soon, Kingdom Come. I'll start. Well, I'll say the ones that kind of pique my interest. Contra, obviously, I like Contra. I like the gameplay of it, so that kind of piqued my interest. And then the Vanillaware game. Obviously, being a big fan of Odin Sphere and all that stuff, Unicorn Overload looks really good. The art style is always top notch from everything that they release. So I'm excited to try the demo. There's a demo out today. I don't believe it's releasing anywhere else, so maybe PC. I'll have to check that out. Any ones kind of piqued your interest? Anything like that?
No.
Damn, I thought you said you had one.
No, I mean, there was one. I was more just like I made the connection of I saw a game trailer that kind of looked like a Persona type game. I already forgot what the title was, but I'm like, oh, that looks kind of interesting. And then it's like, oh, it was revealed in the Nintendo Direct. So, but I think I'm good. Maybe the Vanillaware game that'll definitely be on other consoles. Like it's not gonna be Switch exclusive. So like maybe that. But
I got you.
I'm just Switch 2.
Maybe if they would announce the
new
Silk Song, Hollow Knight Silk Song.
I don't care. No, I don't care about.
All right, I'll say it for you then. Nintendo, step your game up.
Switch 2.
I think it's just that. It's like
new first party games. Like I don't care about all this other stuff that I can already play. I could have played 3 years ago, or when it comes out, I can play it on something else that I like at a decent frame rate. So.
Yeah. Well, that was the main thing. There's more rumors and stuff and information on the Switch 2. We didn't want to discuss it because it's not a lot of information, and it's not something that we haven't heard before. We're waiting to get more solid stuff before we discuss it. But yeah, that's probably the big driving force where it's like, we're just waiting till the summer so we can say that we're getting the Switch 2 and these are the games that are going to be coming out for it. So
apparently it's early 2025.
Early
is
2025.
The potential release date. So
yeah. So there's going to be either Mario or Zelda, most likely Mario or Metroid. Yeah. So we'll keep an eye out for any Nintendo Switch games that Nick might want to.
It's got to be Mario, right?
Probably Mario. Yeah, most likely Mario.
I feel like Metroid's just in development hell.
Yeah. Hey,
Zelda just came out. Maybe they might have like an updated version of Zelda, but it'll be Tears of the Kingdom.
Listen, let Nintendo cook. They just cook, and they cook for the right amount of time. Also, they're doing it so to make sure there's enough Switches because of the last one. It was very popular. All right, so that was it for all the news that we wanted to discuss this week. If you guys have any thoughts on these, make sure you guys go to our Discord, which you can get through our website, pressingbuttons.gg, and let us know what news you found exciting this week, or if we missed anything that you wanted us to discuss, which we won't discuss, but, we will discuss on the Discord, not on the next episode, because that's whatever. Just discuss. Let's move on to some closing thoughts. I'll start off. I was telling you.
Did you do anything?
Yeah, I was telling you before we started recording that I feel like I'm a horrible video game podcaster because I'm not gaming as much as I used to. Just because I've been working a lot.
And you think that's just because you haven't been playing video games?
Yeah. I need to play video games so I could have a video game podcast.
Okay.
But
there's other reasons that you're a horrible video game master, but
all right. No, I feel like I'm a good one. The only thing I really played was Helldivers 2. We did it for game night. Still having a lot of fun. Definitely, you guys got more out of the game. Like you know.
Oh yeah, no, that's a slam dunk game night.
Anytime, it's so easy. You kind of forget about it, like what you're doing. But
I don't know if it's as. I think it's like in the same class as like Rocket League.
Yeah, just a different kind of hilarity.
Yeah, I mean it's a completely different game, but I mean in terms of like most people can play it. You can just kind of pick it up, do a thing. Like maybe it's like the missions take longer than a Rocket League match, so it's I don't know. So maybe it's not like as accessible, but I feel like it's kind of in that same category of like everyone has a good time. It's fun, easy to play.
Fun dumb stuff happens.
Yeah.
We found out you don't know how to throw a grenade for shit. So that's pretty
No,
funny.
I got specifically smoked twice because of like some.
And then I got smoked by
little,
the grenade you were throwing. So yeah, friendly fire. It's definitely
nothing but net.
the way I see the fun of it, and this is the ultimate test of fun, was that we did 40-minute missions and we failed both of them, but it was still fun. Like I wasn't disappointed or anything like that.
I didn't even know. Like I was just like, yeah, whatever. Let's just do another one.
Yeah, like
who cares?
Like that's how fun it was. That we failed both missions and we were just getting destroyed by the bugs, and then the
fucking robots, dude. Those robots are bullshit, dude.
Yeah. And that one
fucking chainsaws,
and that one giant ass bug that we didn't even know we were gonna fight. But it was fun. That's what makes it fun. I think that's how I know that the game is fun. That we were there for basically 80 minutes and didn't accomplish anything, but fun was had. The other thing was it was your birthday last week. So happy birthday, guys! If you're still listening, whenever you listen, make sure you wish Nick a happy birthday on the Discord. He loves that shit. I don't know if he loves that shit.
Hey, you know me. We've been so long.
Yeah. He just loves.
You just know me so
well. But yeah, we had drinks with a good group of friends who are also on the Discord. Good times, and then we had some curry. And then you hated that I didn't want the curry sauce on the curry, but that's another thing. But it was good curry. Katsuhama.
It was like
down in Midtown. So
we had like 9. Everyone ordered curry, except you.
I ordered curry on the side. You always gotta when there's things like that. I always like it on the side because I can control the amount that I get. So that was my main thing. Especially because when we had it in Japan, you were like super hyped about it, and I felt bad because I was like, all right, it's all right. It's not mind blowing like it is to you. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Right. I'm punching you so hard.
Next time. That'll be your birthday. No, that's not a birthday.
Yeah, no, it was a good night. It was a fairly impromptu get together, but yeah, that's my favorite restaurant. Maybe I won't say favorite, but it's definitely like, and it's not like a nice trendy place. It's just like it's a place that serves katsu curry that I think is like actually a really good katsu curry.
It's I mean, basically I had fried chicken.
Yeah,
with sauce on the side.
With curry sauce on the side.
Yeah, but it's
how many bowls of rice did you eat?
Just one this time.
Oh, okay.
Because I've been eating better. Oh, Hugo, 5 bowls of rice.
That would have been 5 bowls of rice. Yeah. It was a good time.
What games have you played this week? You just Final Fantasy demo. You played that, right?
Was that 2 weeks ago or a week ago? I don't even remember.
Well, it was 2 weeks ago for the first part, but you're not.
Oh, I didn't play the second part because nothing carries over.
Well, I wanted to get your input on it because I know one of your concerns was the performance mode. Was it the performance mode?
So.
And they did an update.
I wasn't that concerned by it. It was something that I was just like, there's a performance mode. It's an actual performance mode, and that the frame rate is higher and stable. The image quality definitely was like a little dodgy. And then pretty much everyone immediately was like all over this and like, oh my god, like the image quality is shit and sucks, and play it on the fidelity mode. And I'm like, yeah, like I just need the higher smooth frame rate. Like that's just how I am, particularly with games that are a little bit more. Maybe in like certain areas of the game, I would have like switched it over, and then if I was like going to be doing a lot of battling and stuff, I would have wanted it in performance mode. But and then I think you asked the question. It's like, oh yeah, like they'll just probably fix that before the full game, and I'm like, I don't think so. Like that seems pretty hard to do. But then they did. Like they allegedly they've addressed some of the issues, some of the image quality issues with the performance mode in the demo, and then also in the full game. So, so I haven't. Maybe that was your question. Like, if I went back into the demo to see if it was better, I did not do that. I wasn't that upset about it like some other people. So, which just goes to show, like, people have different preferences.
No, it shows how much you grow from Final Fantasy 16 to
Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy 16 was in my opinion, like from my perspective, or like, at least in terms of like what I look for, like the performance mode was very, very bad because it was not a stable frame rate. It was like a very volatile frame rate, which made it kind of like defeats the whole purpose of having that.
Gotcha.
So it just depends. Like for me, it's like I'll take the image quality hit for a better solid frame rate, but I know not everyone, they just want it to look cool. Always.
All right. Well, can't wait to hear your thoughts on Final Fantasy Rebirth on Friday. Big release. Are you doing your ritual?
Well, my ritual is Katsuhama, but I've had a hard time getting into the city as of late with everything going on. So I just Best Buy is mailing me a copy.
Oh.
So it's kind of lame, but it'll be easier logistically.
What about Infinite Wealth?
Well, that's what I was going to mention. I did. I have a 5-star resort.
Damn,
at Dodenko Island. Yeah. So I think my playtime is 30 something hours. 30, almost 40 hours.
But that's
half of it is the island for sure.
Do you know what chapter you're on? What chapter is that of the game? No.
The moment the island was made available to me, I never left. So like that's if you just search like which chapter can you get access to the island, like I haven't left that chapter yet because.
Gotcha. I'm pretty sure it's like an early chapter because you're supposed to basically leave it, but knowing us, I know. Like, no, we're staying and we're finishing it, and then we're not. And
I found some brothers in arms online, mainly like just like random like Reddit threads or whatever, where people were like, if I got on the island and I had to get it to 5 stars before I could leave, and I'm like, yeah,
got sucked in.
That's me. But yeah, it's just if you're into those types of games, it's basically like Animal Crossing and Dreamlight Valley and Lego Fortnite to a certain extent. Maybe substantially less building, but it's like that kind of game. So I actually really enjoyed it. Like just the Yakuza spin on that formula was like entertaining. It probably went on a little too long for me, like getting 5 stars. Like I kind of wish there was like that was shortened a bit.
It's because you were in there the whole time.
Well, no, I think like, how should I say this? I feel like they made it like the big milestone is getting to like 3 or 4 stars. Then you feel like you can leave and then come back. But because they made all this like hoopla around,
you just wanted to be 5-star.
I think actually in terms of the story, the island used to be a 4-star resort. So maybe some people would interpret it as like just get it back to 4 stars and you're done. But
you can't.
They just always had 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. So So now I've done that, and then I think there's like plenty of other stuff. All these like little like missions and things to do, and then I think there's ways of like getting a ton of resources, basically like money and other things from it as well. So
now I feel like the big question is: are you gonna try to kind of go through it before Final Fantasy Rebirth, or you're gonna do both, double dip? What's your thoughts on that?
It's gonna be tough. There's no way I'm beating the game before Rebirth comes out, so it'll have to be I just move to Rebirth, and I'm definitely prioritizing Rebirth over Infinite Wealth, just given my already existing hype, and then like all of the like insanely overwhelming of the game, and then like all the trailers and stuff, like it just looks insane. So I'll definitely be moving, migrating to that. That'll be my primary game, and then I'll have to go back to Infinite Wealth, Grand Blue.
Dragon's Dogma's around the corner.
Yeah, I might have to just like pass on that one for a while. We'll see.
Oof. It's a good first quarter of the year. We're having fun. We have things to play, which is always I'm not playing anything, which is sad. But
we have the things, but no time to play them.
No time to play. It's funny. I just thought that I think this is one of the very few times where like you're playing games or you played a game, and I'm like I'm not playing much. So I feel a little bit sad.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Just working out and stuff. I'm getting buff. No, I'm doing a lot of work shit and my firefighter shit that I gotta focus on. So I've just been tired a lot.
Just some shit with a side of shit.
Yeah, but it's life. It'll get back on track hopefully soon. And
do you want to come over here and
get some margaritas?
Watch a baby.
Oh no, I thought you were gonna
two dogs.
I thought you were
gonna get margaritas too, but you gotta primarily watching the baby and the two dogs.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say 5 burro. I'm in. Bring the baby. Bring the dogs.
I had it yesterday.
Oof. Don't. Oh my god. All right. I think we should end the episode because now I'm getting upset. All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Make sure you guys check out our website, pressingbuns.gg, so you can get the link to our Discord. You can join the Pressing Buns community, a very thriving community that's growing little by little, but it's growing. And then you can get all our links to everything else. Thanks. We'll see you guys on the next episode. I'm Hugo. Bye.
I'm Nick Later.
Nick Later. Good job. Nick Later every time. Thanks, everybody. Whoever is on the stream, which I don't know. I think somebody messaged on Twitch, but... Oh, Keezy. Shout outs to Keezy. I don't know if you're still there. Thanks for tuning in. And then I think a first-time chatter that's called Blocking, and I think that's just spam, so I don't know if I should take that seriously. But,
send them some bits.
So those are 2 numbers, so 2 people. And whoever was lurking around there. All right. Anything else you want to say?
No.
All right. So we will edit as fast as we can or when we can, and we'll upload the episode. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in again to another Pressing Buns live stream. Definitely, I think I'm a bit under the weather. I got the sniffles or whatever. And then you're tired. But I think we did a good job.
Hey.
You look tired.
Hey.
It's a good thing we don't have an HR department. That's a bad thing to say to somebody, right?
You look tired. I'm in a protected age class now. You got to be careful.
You're 40?
40? Yeah.
The future is now, old man.
Shut the fuck up.
I've been watching Malcolm in the Middle, and I remember that's from there.
Okay.
You didn't know that. All right.
I didn't watch that show.
It's a funny show. It reminded me of my childhood and how crazy it was with so many siblings. You only have 1 sibling. I had 5. So, yeah. Insane. All right. Thank you, everybody. We're out. Bye.
Bye.